Say alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashami Oshai, Ba'asham Kodash. We celebrate our apostles and elders, agree most and rule well, teach us our apostles in the truth, and we say salutations, holy Akama, say push on truth and say Dean and the out. Constantly in season or season, we say Shalom. Once again, going into our scripture, I'm going to some scriptures here. This is basically touch upon this topic, right? Now, as I can see by the picture, it's alleged police now released that they held the fifth bandit and his accomplice, who is his mother, who works at Pennywise, and she texted them and told them when the van was leaving. Now to put into context what it is went on, right? Now the story is that six bandits, they went to rob a place called Pennywise. Now Pennywise is basically a store on the island here where they sell like products to bathe, products to to smell good, those kind of stuff, that kind of stuff, a beauty store, whatever you want to call it, right? Basically people go to the shop there for those stuff, for perfumes, for cologne, for soaps, those stuff. And what went on is that the chief securities were leaving with money, right? They were leaving with the money back. They basically go and drop it in the bank. And while leaving the compound, a vehicle pulled up on them, and basically I believe they killed two of the securities, and one remained hospitalized in critical condition, right? All were jigs, all the bandits, the securities, all were jigs, right? All were Israel. And what went on after is that police, they went in search of the vehicle of the bandits. They killed the police killed four of them, and hold the fifth one, as you can see here, with his mother. And the sixth one is, I think the sixth one is who they already know who the sixth one is, and so on, right? Now what I want to touch upon was this: the mother that was the accomplice to one of the bandits. And again, this is just to show you that these women, they're not supposed to be in charge of our household. They're not supposed to be the head, because this is what they get. They had the children, they had the sons, and the daughters. The sons killing, robbing, and they come on to say, hey, my son good. My son didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, my son was a good boy. They had the daughters being hoes, encouraging them to be hoes. That's why they're not supposed to be. That is why these women, they can never be in charge. And they could see she was what accomplice to him. She make him go there to kill who? To kill two, wound one, and all those securities. They had families. They had families the same way. So this is the product of this society. They don't want no man to be in charge, and this is what they get. Craziness. Now I'm gonna jump to some scriptures here. The first scripture I want to jump to is the book of Ecclesiasticus, right? The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 16, verse 1. It said, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. So it says, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. So this is, you're supposed to stay an ungodly son, unprofitable children, delight not in them, desire not that. That is something you're supposed to stay away from. There's something that you want to have. It says, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. But these, as you can see, this woman, she delighted in her ungodly son. She delighted in that. Right? She delighted in that. A bandit, and she sent him. She sent him messages. Right? She was basically the insider, because what it said is that she was working in the compound. Right? She sent him somebody to do what? To kill, to rob, steal. But let's jump to our next scripture here. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, because I don't want to bring out this one here, but this talking about it, you can see how wicked they are, right? You see, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25, right? I'll go to verse let me go to verse 19. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 19. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So seeing this, she encouraging what it is she encouraging his son in. What it is she doing, putting people in place and so forth. So you see what? It say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, and I saw she gonna come out here and say she son didn't do nothing. Yeah, right? She son did nothing wrong. She did nothing wrong. But this is who society telling you that they're supposed to be in charge, that they're supposed to be the head of you. That can never be. It can never work out. Right? Let's say her husband. Say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right? I'm gonna jump down a little bit. It's a verse 24. It say of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to God abroad. Right? So yes, you say of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. You understand? You understand the just hear that alone. Just what you things that they be encouraging, what you things that they're doing. Right? So jumping back to the Ecclesiastes chapter 15. It says, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. She go boast. So she used to boast about your son. Right? I'm going to jump to verse, I'm going to go to the same book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 23. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 23. It says here, it says, hast thou children, instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth. So this is how you're supposed to have in your children. Right? So you're supposed to have them in order. Not to be doing what the right things. But a woman again, she lack that judgment, she lack that understanding. It's a wisdom wasn't imputed unto her. So this is where you get. Right? It say hast thou children, instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth. Hast thou daughters, have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them. Right? Right? So yeah, she's supposed to, as I say, has thou children, instruct them. How is you instruct them in the right thing? Right? You're supposed to be teaching them the right thing, how to be, what is they supposed to be doing. I'm gonna jump down the scripture. This is in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 13. Right? It say here, withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. And this is what these children need. But a mother is sitting videos. When a father going to correct a child, the mother jump out, nah, don't do him nothing. Do thing. The mother come against you. And then you end up with plagues like this. It say withhold not correction. It says, withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shall deliver his soul from hell. So that licks, there's always say licks is work. It have a saying in these women, and them say, no, licks do work. Licks do work, we could just talk. No, they deserve some licks as well. Punishment for the actions and so forth. So yeah. She said, thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shall deliver his soul from hell. Now watch this. What's going on here? There's a perfect example of that. Where he going now? In jail. You know the thing about it? Watch how wicked this scenario is. She was the lookout. She tell the men come. But she and her son alive. Basically, obviously, they were going to jail for life. Right? But the four other friends did dead. I see nothing is but that wickedness little, but the wickedness that woman. Right? Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. It says, he that spareth his rod hateth his son, and he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. So yeah, so he that spared his rod hated his son. So you understand what it is. Next scripture I want to jump to is wisdom of Solomon, right? Again, what I want to touch upon that these women, they don't grow up the children in the right way. They don't. You don't. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 verse 6. It say here, for children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses of wickedness against their parents in their child. So yeah. So her son is a witness against her, the wickedness of their parents. So when you see, that is when you see these men, you see that is why when you see these children, is you don't know, it bear witness against the parent and how wicked the parents are. Alright, it say what? It say, for children begotten of unlawful beds, are witnesses of wickedness against their parents and their child. Right? So witness against them. You see importance of being righteous. Importance of having a bed lawful and not unlawful. Right? Ecclesiasticus chapter 16. Ecclesiasticus chapter 16 verse 3. It say, trust not. It say, right, same. There was no that. They say, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. So you know, rejoice in them. But these women and them outside here, there's big boasting and putting up the son. My son go kill you. My son a gun. Think, can do me nothing to rejoice in an ungodly child. And this is what you're seeing. You're seeing this generation here today. Watch out, no proper upbringing, no fear of the Lord in them. So you're seeing what it is they're doing. The chaos they're causing. Little serpents running around. Little monsters. Right? It say, verse 3, it say, trust not thou in their life, neither respect the multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000. For one that is, this is so important. Is for one that is just is better than 1,000. Right? I say, and better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. You see, and better it is to die without children, right? Better you don't have no children, right? Than to have them that are ungodly. This is showing you how it is. Hey, this scenario is total wickedness. As I say, it has scriptures where I could go into to show that it's judge. Obviously, no judgment are going to receive. But I want to touch upon this. So these ungodly children, how these women are raising them, raising them to these children to be the right way. Right? One more scripture here, I go bring it and I'll close off. Right, this is it here. This same Sirach chapter 30, right? Same Sirach chapter 30 and book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 verse start from verse 1. It says, he that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. And this is what these parents of today did not gain. They didn't gain a joy. Because why? They spare in the rod. They're not correcting the children. The children were disobedient. And the law states about a disobedient child was supposed to happen. They're supposed to be come to the elders and they're supposed to be stoned to death. So he said, he that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. Right? See why? Because now your child go know where it is the punishment for doing something wrong. And they would not do it. These men did not receive. We don't know this place set up that the evil not going to receive. The laws and so forth is to make the evil continue. So the judgment is not what they need to receive. So they keep on doing wickedness. But from a young age, if it's correcting them, they will know. Beat, licked. You see that he that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. So yeah, so now these people, this mother and this child, wicked herself. Now people gonna be like, hey, nah, she evil, she son evil thing, I no joy there. It say, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. And this is what they're not doing. These women did, and notice they keep on saying he. So these women are even supposed to be in charge, because this is what they get. This is what they get. Right? It says, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. It said, though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he had left one behind him that is like himself. So the way how this man, this father grew up his child is that when the father died, it's like the father, you see the upbringing, be like, wait, that father did a good job. But for these mothers, you just hardly even say that. Right? They say, while he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him. And when he died, he was not sorrowful, because why? He grew up the right way. Right? They say, he left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness to his friends. He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled at every cry. And horse not broken becometh headstrong, and the child left to himself will be willful. They say, cocker thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness. And this is what they do. These women, again, the way, now don't talk to him so. Leave him alone. Don't do him nothing. And the children come out to be what? Monsters. A burden. Now all of a sudden, your child want to mash up everything in your house. He's a bandit, he's a thief. You're scared, thing. Because why? Because the way it is all upbring these children to do. Laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him. And lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end. Give him no liberty in his youth, and wait not at his folliness. When you're watching all these pictures with these children online, it's the women be putting up the children. They had them in Jordan, they had them in this, they had them dressed up like these big people. My son is my friend. That is not how it's supposed to even be seen about a child. They say bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child. Lest he wax stubborn, beat him while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart. So this was correct him one time, but these women, they want to grow up the child to be what? Friends, accomplice. And now what? The heavier heart. So you can see where this example here and many other examples, these women are supposed to be in charge. They're not supposed to be the head of no household. Right? Because you get scenarios like this. And she herself wicked as, again, we know that. That's why I bring on the Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. Right, so with that, once again, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yoshai, Ba'Shem Rekakodash. We say that when it's apostles and elders agree most, and the ruler teachers are apostles in the truth. And we say salutations, all the ark, once a picture and truth, and say, day in and day out. No canceling season, we say, Shalom.